Thank you for staying with us. It's time now to take a look at stories making headlines on the front page of Nigerian newspapers. And I begin with the Voice of Liberty. The major story here says, Tinubu grieves over Kaduna bomb victims, inaugurates first electric taxis in Borno. Tinubu grieves over Kaduna bomb victims, inaugurates first electric taxis in Borno. And that's the picture of him there with the governor and Babagana Zulum, and also pictures of the electric taxis there and onlookers there as well. As okay, another story here. We can't allow corruption destroy Nigeria any further. EFCC saying federal government sets up committees to clear 1.5 trillion naira debt owed road contractors. Rivers caution Wike on Fubara. Ijaw National Congress urges Tinubu. Nigeria under siege. Service chiefs on persistent insecurity. Nationwide blackout as national grid collapses again, but that has been addressed. Terrorists kills 3, burned silos in Zamfara. All the details on the front page of the Voice of Liberty. We'll move now to the front page of the Blueprint. The major story here says, I'll only be satisfied as president when Tinubu is speaking. He was talking about addressing the matter of security, that until that is addressed, that is when he will be satisfied as president. And another story here at the downstrip, Emefiele's Naira redesign ran farmers bankrupt, federal government is saying. Afterwards, Osime Oshuala win. It was a good outing for Nigeria as Victor Osimhen was named Africa Footballer of the Year, as well as Asisat Oshuala for women, Osimhen for men there at the CAF Awards. To this other story, Wike versus Fubara, 27 PDP Rivers lawmakers defect to APC. To another story now, Tinubu disturbed by mistaking drone attack in Tundumbiri. Malagi is speaking. All right, some of the stories you find on the front page of the Blueprint. To this Nigerian newspaper. Tsunami hits Rivers PDP as 27 House of Assembly members dump party. APC welcomes defectors. We quit because of division in our former party. PDP shocked, says defectors' action not legal. We are not yet satisfied with our security situation, Tinubu declares. Umahi contractors frustrating concrete road policy. Many killed during nightclub shootings in Anambra. Ghost farmers, major beneficiaries of federal government's intervention, says Agric Minister. Sector will continue to face challenges until farmers' database is reviewed, equipped with right people. And on the front page, there is King and Queen of African football, Victor Osimhen and Asisat Oshuala, holding the plaques given to them there by the CAF at the event that happened, CAF Awards that happened recently. Now, more firms likely to follow exit of P&G from Nigeria. Manufacturers Association of Nigeria is warning. All right, to the front page of the Nigerian Tribune now. Fubara walks tightrope as 27 Rivers Assembly members dump PDP for APC. Rivers governor refused to fund the legislature, they allege. PDP asks INEC to declare their seats vacant. SDP APC members join Fubara's camp. Rivers APC caretaker chairman says defection is good news. Clark to Tinubu call Wike to order. All right. And still talking about the picture there of Victor Osimhen, Confederation of African Football CAF President, Dr. Patrice Motsepe, Asisat Oshuala, there representing African King and Queen of Football. And Chiamaka Nnadozie also got an award at Marrakesh. That was the CAF Awards that happened in Marrakesh yesterday night. Okay, and that's the story. Nigeria dominates CAF Awards. Osimhen is Africa's best player. Oshuala, Women's Player of the Year. Nnadozie, Africa's best female goalkeeper. Super Falcons, Women Team of the Year. Quite encouraging news there. Why there is zero allocation for Mambila Power Station, Power Minister is saying Tinubu has shown commitment to transforming economy and security. Police Affairs Minister is saying. Lagos issues a 7-day ultimatum to property owners in Banana Island. Others. Now, drone attack victims will get justice. Sultan is saying attack is 16th in Nigeria. Dume Reps Northern Caucus donates 350 million naira for rebuilding of bombed Kaduna village. This is coming on the heels of senators who donated their December salaries. That's about 109 million naira to the victims of the drone attack. Naira redesign insecurity forced farmers into bankruptcy, federal government is saying. Some of the stories you see on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. And to the first newspaper, Rivers crisis, party grips Fubara's campus, 27 pro-Wike assemblymen defect to APC. Governor summons emergency exco to strategize on response. Ijaw Congress urges Tinubu to call FCT minister to order. Wike not behind 27 PDP lawmakers defection, says Rivers APC. Court urged to reverse order restraining Governor Fubara from performing official functions. And still talking about the Rivers crisis, PDP seeks election to replace 27 defected lawmakers, writes INEC. Naira scarcity, CBN suspends processing fees on large cash deposits. Emefiele's Naira redesign policy made farmers bankrupt. And these are some of the stories you find on the front page of the First News newspaper. Ibrahim.
Leadership newspaper is the first with me here, saying one new policy direction, 1,358 projects threatened as CBN stops intervention funding. Anchor Borrowers Program seeks others to go. 4.6 million farmers, companies, others to repay 5.25 trillion naira. Works Ministry wants budget increased to 1.5 trillion naira. And then agency warns passenger over luggage handling at airports. Apex Bank suspends cashless charges as scarcity spreads. Then above the nameplate, 144,910 cases pending in Federal High Court. Northern lawmakers to rebuild Sodonbiri with 350 million naira. Sultan demands justice. And then leadership announces Tinubu Man of the Year. Leadership announces Tinubu Man of the Year. A reason they gave is said because of his response, because of his irrepressible spirit, which saw him overcoming significant obstacles both within and outside his party, the All Progressives Congress, to emerge president in the February general elections. Leadership announces Tinubu Man of the Year, Obi Akpoti Uduahan. Others also get recognition. Moving on to the next paper, which is Daily Independent. Job losses puts contributory pension scheme at risk as 475,230 job losers withdraw 208.86 billion naira pension funds. No bank failed integrity test. CBN suspends processing fees on large cash deposits. A northerner can't be PDP presidential candidate in 2027. Bode George asks party chiefs canvassing the plan to perish it. There is no plan for increase in tax rate. Federal government budget raises questions over 2024 budget, calls for urgent review. PDP asks INEC to conduct fresh polls in Rivers 27 constituencies. As 27 Rivers PDP lawmakers join APC, Clark calls on Tinubu to douse tension. Group threatens to sue INEC if it failed to conduct fresh poll. Above the nameplate, we've got my resolve to keep Nigeria secured has not waned. Tinubu visits Maiduguri, grieves over Kaduna bomb victims. That's about it for the Daily Independent. Next is the Guardian newspaper. Yuletide, Nigerians groan as basic needs exceed real income. Nigerians groan as basic needs exceed real income. You can see the infographics of Nigerians spending 61.08 trillion naira on food, other household items, services between January and June 2023. You can read that up on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper. Corruption, illicit financial flow cost Nigeria, others $88.6 billion yearly. That's on page 15. Jail awaits those forging Akeredolu's signature, says Commissioner. You can read that up on page 7. Nigerian darkness as national grid collapses again. Utilizing debt for nature swap to spur climate action investment. Above the nameplate, Osimhen Oshoala Nadozie win as Nigeria sweeps CAF awards. That's for the Guardian newspaper. Next is Nigerian News Direct. Federal government targets 18% tax to GDP ratio in 3 years, rakes in 1.7 trillion naira from corporate taxes in third quarter of 2023. As IMF recommends adoption of digital technologies to improve tax collection compliance. You can read that up on page 2. Ogun State issues stern warning to traditional rulers selling government lands. And then above the nameplate, we've got capital adequacy. Nigerian banks remain resilient, financially sound. That's according to the CBN. Wike Fubara tussle for state control deepens as 27 lawmakers dump PDP. Blackout as national grid collapses again. You can read that up on page 22. I will win the battle to keep Nigeria safe. That's according to Tinubu on page 2 of the Nigerian News Direct newspaper. Next is the Abuja Inquirer. AEPB raises the alarm. Unpaid bills threaten waste management in Abuja. Alleges millions being owed. Vows to seal up premises of debtors. That's it. Wakili Adamawa storms Abuja. Buhari's government left 1.5 trillion naira debt for Works Ministry, as according to Umahi. And then above the nameplate, ECOWAS sets conditions for lifting Niger sanctions. ECOWAS sets conditions for lifting Niger sanctions. That's for the Abuja Inquirer. Last but not least is the Daily Trust. Nigeria sweeps CAF awards. Osimhen breaks 24-year jinx, emerges African Footballer of the Year. Oshoala clinches record 6th award, wins Female Footballer of the Year. Nadozie is Goalkeeper of the Year. Falcons Women National Team of the Year. That's interesting. Nadozie is Goalkeeper of the Year, and then Falcons Women National Team of the Year. Accidental bombing of civilians must never recur. Tinubu warns Army. How Naira redesign grounded farmers, Agric Minister. And still on the bottom strip, CBN suspends processing fees on large deposits. Below the nameplate, we've got Fubara mom. PDP demands fresh polls as 27 pro-Wike lawmakers join APC. Organ harvest. Victim sues Alliance Hospital. Demands 700 million naira compensation. Victim sues Alliance Hospital. Demands 700 million naira compensation. And last but not least, as bandits abduct 23 in Abuja community. That's about it for the Daily Trust newspaper and all the newspapers we've got for you this morning.
Well, the matter of Fubara dominating as well as the statement coming from the president with regards to this issue of the air bombing that took place in Kaduna not repeating itself. And he went ahead to say that he is not satisfied until the matter of insecurity is dealt with head on.